here. We're on the couch. We're going to have a conversation. Iran?
Iran is how you say it.
I'm American. I'll say Iran. I did run a few times this weekend. But anyway.
I think it's more emotional for women than it is men.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I wouldn't know because I'm not an emotional creature anyway.
I think I've only woken up in fight or flight mode, like frustrated, a couple times.
Can we dig deeper there? Why are you waking up frustrated?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we can't. So we won't dig deeper.
It just means there's neurologically misconnections in their brain.
I just hear myself when you say that.
Misconnections in your brain.
Disconnected wires in my brain.
Pretty much. You almost slapped a 7-year-old.
You can't tell my kids what they can and cannot do.
I don't know. I think lately I just have been not like settled. I don't like it.
Welcome to my world.
I know. You felt like this for a really long time.
My whole life, mental ping pong I've been playing for the past few days.
I'm glad you're finally talking about it. Who cares? I feel like these are conversations people don't ever have.
Welcome back. Oh, that was really bad. Welcome back to... I almost said... All right, let me start over. Hello, can you hear me? Welcome back to the Couch Conversations with Eddie and Chelsea, the Polinsky fam. I am Eddie. If you couldn't figure it out, she's Chelsea. We're here. We're on the couch. We're going to have a conversation.
Go subscribe and like and comment and all the things.
We've been busy. I took time off of work and I felt like I was more busier than I ever was in being at work for the federal government. Anyway, so yeah, we played volleyball. We played that game when it rained that one time. Oh, we played Trouble, the Pop It game.
Yeah,
went to Busch Gardens.
The kids call it Pop It.
Well, yeah, because we were watching what we were saying and very specific as to how we speak life. And trouble was not a nice word.
I feel like you're talking really low.
Am I?
A little bit. You're kind of whispering.
I hear myself loud and clear on headphones.
I can just hardly hear you. I don't hear. To us folks without the headphones.
But I'm talking into the mic, so they're going to hear everything. I feel like my mic's up too loud, which is, I'm trying not to scream. Yeah, I know. It's because somehow it keeps getting, see when it goes yellow?
That means you're too loud.
Yeah, into the microphone.
Yes. I did know that part.
But every time we start this, somehow my knob gets turned down just by ghost and stuff.
Are you sure you don't need hearing aids?
No, it's based on the color. It has nothing to do with the individual. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so we went to Busch Gardens as a family. What else did we do? We went to... I went for 2 runs and a workout outside. So that was exhausting. What else did we do?
And the beach. Went to the beach a couple times. Well, volleyball, but...
yeah. Well, the volleyball was at the beach.
Yeah.
Which
it was kind of the bay, not really.
Half a beach.
It's by the pier.
You say that. That could be very discriminating. Anyway, I'm just rambling on right now. What else would you do? Tell you about me and what I did. I'm exhausted. I'm physically exhausted. Yes. I took a day off from the gym. How is that going, by the way? We're on day like 22, 23, something like that. Of working out for
90 days.
Well, it's not working out for 90 days, but it's like honing in the routine.
Sort of physical activity.
Yeah, for 90 days.
Yes. So swimming has accounted for that. Walking has accounted for that.
Stretching. You did stretching. Right?
I did like yoga poses and stuff. Walking at Busch Gardens accounted for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you get your steps in.
Gosh, I wish I would have tracked my steps.
I don't know if I really believe any of that, but... How can a little... I guess they could. I don't know. You can't trust technology anymore.
No, not
especially
really.
with AI. You don't know what's real. Who knows if any of this stuff that happened in Iran was real or not?
Iran. Wow.
Iran?
Iran is how you say it.
I'm American. I'll say Iran. I did run a few times this weekend. But anyway, to go back to what we were talking about.
Jesus.
Take the wheel. He's a good man.
Yes.
Jesus was a man. Did you know that?
I did.
He had a beard.
Just like you.
Oh, never mind. She didn't get it. If you know, you know.
I didn't. Okay, whatever.
It's a Ricky Bobby skit.
Oh.
Anyway, Whoa, my shorts are hanging high. That was a little weird. I saw too much of my ghost legs there. Anyway,
Oh my gosh, your
so
Seamus thing that you shared was so fun. I
it's
laughed out loud.
perfect.
And I'm in the car and the boys are Declan's like, "What, Mom? What's so funny?" And I just like show him a picture and he's like, "What is that?"
It's your
I was like,
dad.
"It's Dad."
So yeah, so we're, I guess you could say 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I think I pretty good. It's funny. There's always like these things where like a week you'll feel it, 2 weeks you'll see it, and then after that other people will see it. Um, I feel like I saw it right away. Like my shape and that just feels I just feel more confident.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little different. I think it's more emotional for women than it is men. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure.
wouldn't know because I'm not a emotional creature anyway, so
Right.
I don't know what that means.
I think I've missed, less realistically, I think I've missed 4 days out of the 22. I
I
haven't
mean,
gone,
that's still pretty good.
I haven't gone today yet. I usually go after the kids go to bed. So like 9-ish is usually when I
Yeah,
go.
that's
Like,
perfect time to record this, and I can edit it while you're out of the house and you're
yeah.
asking me questions about stuff.
Wow.
I'm just
Rude.
getting you to do that. That's the kids. They ask a lot of
Mm.
questions, and I don't have all the answers. But anyway,
They think you know everything.
no, they ask you more than they ask me.
Well, yeah, that's because they're with me all the time.
Mom, how far is the moon from here? So yeah, I that's good. No, I don't know where you got your stats from about 1 week, the 2 week, the 3 week, or whatever. I feel like I noticed right away too. I think it has a lot to do with diet though.
Yeah.
Like depending on what you eat and stuff, where we cut out.
I mean, we cut pretty much cold turkey. It took us 3 weeks to finally have like pizza and sweets.
And that was just because of the schedule and everything. Like we
Yeah.
were running around. We're, it's hot outside, and
Yes.
we're exhausted and
Yes.
physically, mentally. We've been together for 4 days straight, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it can be
Take a toll.
taxing.
Oh, there
Wow.
you go.
Hey, I figured it out myself. Usually it takes me 30 seconds to stumble through my words.
I
But
don't know. It feels good though.
yeah, that's good.
Yeah, was telling you, I don't think well, maybe I didn't tell you that. I thought this in my head, but I haven't felt this way about myself since I was probably in high school. It's been
That's a
a
long
really long
time
time.
because we're old
Yes.
compared to all the kids that I cross paths with. But then I work with a lot of older people and they always make fun of
Mm.
me because I'm the child of the group.
Yeah, you're the baby in that room.
Yeah. And it's going to stick that way too. I enjoy being a child and being mature for my age, whatever that means.
Feels good. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting being consistent. I don't know if I've
Yeah,
ever
what's the biggest change so far that you noticed? I'm assuming how you feel.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's not necessarily like I think it's I'm finally understanding your like mental health part of it. Like I don't feel like I'm always in like fight or flight mode.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that's nice. I think I've only woken up in fight or flight mode, like frustrated a couple times in the morning, and usually it would be like every morning.
Can we dig deeper there?
Sure.
What are you waking up to like that?
What do you mean? Like why am
You
I waking up in fight or flight
frustrated?
mode?
Why are you waking up frustrated?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess we can't. So we won't dig deeper anyway.
No, you asked me. I don't know. It just is. Um,
Is it that time of the month?
Probably.
You
It's
don't
usually
you
the
don't
week
have to
before it.
label it.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
usually the week before it.
You know how I feel about labeling things.
Yes.
So absurd.
It probably has to do with whether or not I slept well, and typically sleeping well is contingent on whether or not I went to the gym before I went to bed.
You sleep better going to the gym?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yes.
That's a plus.
Just overall, like I feel not that I wasn't like clean, but like I just feel cleaner. Like I feel like I don't feel like my skin is gross or like I don't know. It's weird. It's
No,
holistic
that's
for me.
normal. That's not weird. That's normal.
What to not feel.
To be healthy.
It's like weird to say though. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you?
Oh, okay. That's what I was waiting for. I was
Oh,
waiting for you to ask me
for me to ask.
instead of just awkward silence. No, I'm exhausted. I've taken 3 or 4 days off
Mm-hmm.
also. But my active resting is my smallest active resting day was volleyball. Any other day, I'm like, oh,
Really?
we didn't know I did walk. I walked when we went to Daytona. I walked that night, but that
Oh
was like
yeah.
what 11:30 at night,
Yeah.
and I'm walking around the
Man,
boardwalk.
that gym stunk. But
I just wasn't feeling. I wanted, yeah. Anyway, no, I feel pretty good. I'm trying to get rid of the midsection. I think that's my goal right now, because I can cover everything else. My legs got tiny. I was we were talking about that the other day. I lost my thighs. This is okay. Never mind. Didn't think that through before it
you
actually. It
feel like
sounded.
they're chicken legs.
They
They're
do.
not.
They look
But
like chicken
for
legs.
what you are used to, you feel like they're chicken legs.
Yeah. So it's not like muscular. Like there's no tone,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just anyway. But I mean, that's what happens when I can't squat or deadlift
Yeah, because
because
your
my
back
back.
is all
Yeah.
jacked.
I don't think I'll ever squat or deadlift ever again, at least with weight.
Squat, really?
No, there's no. That was probably part of the reason. Yeah, it was. My form was
Yeah, I
terrible.
mean that's what when you had Bryant on your shoulders, you were squatting. That makes sense.
Yeah, but just originally I broke my back from squatting,
Oh, I
and
thought
did
that was yeah, and deadlifts. Yeah, that makes sense. All of it together.
yeah. So I mean, if I was younger, I would tell myself to watch what I'm doing.
If you could go back.
If I could go way back, it feels good. I mean, we're eating better. Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I'm not satisfied with it yet. So, because I mean, I've been through this before. It's just a matter like I'll see the progress and like in my head, I'll see it. I guess is the best way to put it. I know what it's going to
Hmm.
look like. It's
Yeah, I
just
mean, you know what
I'm
the
not
end
there
result
yet.
is.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not there yet. So I'm just gonna keep striving and figure. And I think the fun thing is like finding ways of what actually work and what creates results
Mm.
based on the routines that I do in the gym. Um, and it's interesting too because like right before I hurt my back recently, I was getting a lot stronger everywhere, but I was also like I guess not really caring what I was eating. And
Mm.
I think that's where my downfall was because I was getting chunkier. I guess is the best way to put it. But now it's a matter of finding ways to maintain the strength because I had to take weeks off,
Yeah.
maintaining the strength and then building upon the strength and still losing fat
And staying lean.
and
At
staying
this
lean
point, it's lean. You're looking to be lean.
to a
And
degree.
I mean,
Yeah, I
lean and
mean,
stronger. You want to get stronger too?
yeah. So it's a mixture of everything and figuring out what works best for me and my ailments.
Yeah, I think for me, because you asked me in the very beginning, like, what's your goal? And I really had no idea. I think it's more of just I know how I want to feel, but
And
I
you can
don't,
work with that.
and I can't put like a number
Yeah.
or a desire. Like, it's just the ability to be lean. And like, when I look in the, I know what I'm after when I look in the mirror, and I don't know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
Whether
Yeah,
it's like
but that's why I
understanding
said.
my natural curvature and like getting that back, you know what I mean?
Because we had contemplated doing the 75 hard. I was like, there's no way we're going to do it
Yeah,
because of the schedule. It doesn't make sense for our lifestyle. That's not what we want to do.
right.
And the 75 hard is not a physical test. It's more of a mental test
Yeah.
on what you're capable of doing because there's other things that go along with it as far as like your eating habits, your drinking habits, the stuff that you put in your
Reading
body,
and
the
stuff.
how often you have to work out, the duration of your workouts, as well as read. Like you also have to read too.
Yeah.
So I'm a slow reader, and if you have to read 10 pages a day,
Takes a long
it's
time.
gonna take me a hot minute. So I just knew that's not what we were trying to do. So I was like, okay, so like, what is your goal? You said you just want to feel better. I was like, okay, like, let's just do 90 days. And I asked ChatGPT, what can we do to create this little schedule? And it was basically like work out every day and then utilize 1 to 2 days a week to make it active recovering and rest day.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Oh, I thought,
Nope. We didn't talk.
okay,
That's okay
that
though. I mean,
terrible
I didn't
communicating.
need to know that
I got my
because
degree in communications. Did
it
you know
might.
that?
I did know that.
It doesn't work very well, obviously. The
Well, yes, it
system's
does.
broken.
It's not like we like fight or anything. We talked about that already.
No, there's other reasons that occur.
Oh.
It's just a decision. Like,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
let's keep it simple. I mean, people have their problems and their own demons that they have to fight. But anyway, sorry. What were you saying?
Uh,
We're talking about communicating, or was it before that, or was it the?
no, I was going to say it's probably a good thing you didn't tell me that because if I hear like I'm allotted a rest day, I'm going to use that as an excuse.
You are allotted. You were supposed to
But
take a
in my
rest.
head, if I hear that, I'm going to use it at like, oh, I don't feel like going today. I'm going to use this as my rest day.
You have to be in tune with your body, and you have to know you're not. Listen, Linda, listen. You have to. That's why I didn't go this morning, because I was physically exhausted, and that I'm allotted a rest day, and I'll get back into it tomorrow.
Right.
Like I'm not, especially going what 4, 5, 6 days in. I don't know. I don't. Not that it really matters. I mean, there's other professional athletes that go 7 days a week, but that's not entirely smart either.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm a samurai now. I gotta keep it up.
Well,
I got a new name for this. As I told you earlier, my samurai bun. Now I just need a sword, like James and Connor.
Oh man, that show.
If you guys get the chance, go watch Love on the Spectrum. It's amazing.
It is really
We're in
good.
season 2 right now.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Whole new perspective.
But yeah. James and Connor and Tanner are my homeboys. They're fun to watch.
Tanner. Oh, Tanner. Oh my God. He's so happy.
Yeah. I want his energy.
Yes.
Like,
and he's exactly like his mom. We said that in the very beginning.
yeah.
I can't wait to see like what his parents are like.
Well, as soon as we saw him, because like pretty much the kids emulate how their parents talk, and they're just amplified, or they're a version of their. I mean, every kid is a version of their parents in some form or fashion. Yeah, and I'm typically not into shows like that, but I've been hearing about it for months and keep seeing it on like not Instagram, well, just Instagram, but like on social media and stuff. And you're big into like wanting to help people on the spectrum. So it's like, I mean, I wanted to find something else for us to watch because there's a lot of stuff that we like Mobland coming out with season 2 officially announced today.
Wow.
So I'm excited for that. But weren't really into that show.
No.
Because every time I looked over, you're playing on your phone. But and then you watch like SVU and all those Law and Order things. The only thing we can connect on is Chicago PD.
Correct.
Just on like season 25, and it's only been out for like 8
it's
years.
on season 13.
Same thing.
Law and Order is season 26. Yeah, it's a really good show.
Oh yeah, so Love on the Spectrum is a good show. It's cool, and
not that we've taken parenting advice, but it's just.
Yeah, what have you taken from it so far?
I've taken parenting advice, but
I think I've taken like people skills from it to a degree. Not that I've been able to utilize it yet, but just like having patience and.
Oh yeah.
I think I enjoy. It's a reality TV. Reality. I think whenever E and A are next to each other in a word, I have an issue with. A reality TV show. Typically, those can be scams or setups, and there is a sense we finally scripted. That's what the word I was looking for, and finally came to light in season 2, where it's like, okay, there's probably some aspects of it to be scripted or set up.
Yeah,
but it's not overly like it doesn't seem like they're telling these people what to say. Like they're genuine people. And it's fun seeing like a different side of humans in general.
Yeah, especially the neurodivergent aspect of it. Like,
I've heard that word 100 times in the show, and they probably said what it is. What does that mean?
Neurodivergent?
Yeah.
It just means there's neurologically misconnections in their brain, and that basically is what autism is. It's a neurological disorder.
I just hear myself when you say that.
Disconnections in your brain.
Disconnected wires in my brain.
Pretty much.
But say that goes back to like, I don't know who said it, where I heard it, but there was like everybody has a version of this. But it's like that goes back to me having a disdain for putting a label on things.
Yes.
You know?
So like ADHD is a neurological disorder.
Okay.
Autism, and there's all different levels of autism ranging from like basically a 1 to a 10.
Okay.
1 being very high functioning and 10 being like non-functioning adult or
So
non-functioning.
we're all one. Most people are ones then.
Most people, yeah, have
So
some
that's
sort
what
of,
I'm saying. Like, why do we
yeah,
have to label these people?
yeah.
That's what bothers me about the
Well, and
whole conversation.
it really never was labeled until like the the 90s, maybe early 2000s is when it started to like really start booming.
Yeah.
Like our parents' generation, you never heard of autism. And then they,
Well, yeah, because I wasn't there.
well, Jesus. Ay, ay, ay. But I mean, people just thought they were weird. But it's interesting just getting to know. And like most of the time, your neurodivergent kids are usually the ones that are like the more creative. They always have other talents,
Okay.
not communication. Like socially, they're super, they have a lot of challenges socially. But like Julian, or not Julian, Jameson is a freak of a drawer. I mean, this guy, he can
You gotta
literally,
be careful how you word this stuff.
he can, I don't know if you've seen his pictures of Sonic, but he can draw Sonic like perfectly to the T, the exact way that the cartoon is.
Nice.
I mean, it's incredible. His
Yeah.
drawing skills are incredible.
Mhm.
But socially, he needs a lot of work and
Mhm.
he needs help. So,
I feel that one in my soul.
what, that you need help socially?
Man,
We guys do share a birthday,
we do.
so that's fun.
Not to make light of everything that they have to go through, but I have. Never mind. I keep making it about me. I'm a selfish individual. I think that's my stigmatism.
Mm. Wow.
All right, I'm just taking myself in a deeper hole anyway. So yeah, it's a fun show.
No, but it's fun learning about them.
Mhm.
You know, and then there's kids that are that have Down syndrome on there, which is actually like a DNA based disorder.
Yeah.
So,
Long
yeah.
story short, I want a sword.
What else?
I don't know. What do you got?
I don't know. You almost slapped a 7-year-old at Busch Gardens. No, you didn't. You wouldn't have slapped
We
him.
gotta work on your transition skills
Why?
here. You just put me out there that I'm gonna fight a
You
7-year-old.
transition.
No, I enjoy who I am.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We went there. That escalated quickly.
No, I didn't. I mean, that's perfectly fine. It's the topics of tis the season.
Yeah, I guess so. Happy June.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That was not my intentions. Um, yeah, I mean, I was just defending my 3-year-old because somebody, I mean, the kid, I don't think a kid had meant any harm by it, but it's just like, just keep your words to yourself. So at Busch Gardens, they have rope climbing and bridges to where you can crawl or walk or run across. 3-year-old was doing it on his own for the first time, so I was blocking off the line so nobody else could run past him, run him over, trip him, all that good stuff. So like a 6, 7, 8-year-old comes up behind, he was like, "Oh, he doesn't know how to do it," and for some reason that was a trigger word for me because you can't tell my kids what they can and cannot do.
Mm.
I mean, it's just, I mean, that's the household we're creating. Like
Mhm.
we're even when they say they can't do it, like even when we say something, we correct ourselves.
They correct us too.
We correct each other.
Mm.
Because nothing. I mean, I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. Nothing's impossible. Or is it? I think he said anything's possible. I don't know.
Mhm.
I have to go check the tape. But yeah, so I just had I wouldn't say a verbal spat, but I was like, "Have you always?" So I looked at I turned to I didn't really give him my full attention. I just kind of like looked under my arm. It's like, "Have you always known how to do this?" He's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, even when you were a baby?" He's like, "Yeah." And he was like, well, I didn't come here when I was a baby. I was like, exactly. And I just turned to look at Brian and he kept going. And then I crossed the bridge and that was that. I mean, and the kid couldn't, like, Brian couldn't even defend himself.
No,
He
you
was
have to.
halfway across the bridge. He didn't even
Mhm.
hear the comment. It was just like some things are just. I think it came from. We talked about it a little bit. I was like, why are we so brainwashed to like negatively comment first, negatively comment on things?
Mm.
It just, I don't know. It just bothered me, so I had to correct it. Whether it got through to the kid's head, I don't know. I don't care. But
Probably not, but I think it also comes from home. Like, and I think that's the biggest thing. Like, we don't speak like that at home, so therefore our kids, like, I don't know if Declan would ever tell another kid he can't do something because he's not capable. It
no.
may be because he broke the rule. Like, you can't break the
Oh
rules,
yeah.
but
Like
like,
I mean, he says that to Bryant all the time whenever they're making up games. Oh, you can't do that. You can't kick it there. That
yeah,
kind of thing. But
rule
anyways,
wise,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter.
But like capabilities can do anything. So like maybe his parents tell him to be careful
All parents
or
do this. It's on. Almost all parents do
yeah.
this.
What? Be careful.
Be careful. Oh, don't do that. Oh, we can't do that. Oh, you're not big enough. Oh, you're too small. It drives me nuts. I mean, even like Bryant will say like, "Oh, I can't reach that." I was like, "You can't reach it yet." I mean, you're not tall enough yet. Like, there's always a yet. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
obviously there's room for improvement. Like that's what we've always preached.
Yeah. Or I mean go find a way and go get a stool. Think of like another way.
Should that be the title of this episode? Is I almost fought a 7-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
if
mean,
that's gonna fly.
no, probably not.
It's it's catchy. I don't know if I want my name on that one.
I feel like that's something that we're like really proud of though. Like the way that we parent our kids, especially because we get so many questions about it or comments about how our kids are so well behaved or our kids are so happy or like how do I get my kid to act like yours? I get
Yeah.
that a lot.
What do you tell them?
I don't know what I do. I
What did it do then? What?
there's a lot. I mean, I give them they have a lot of freedom with boundaries. Like there's a lot of freedom that they have. I try not to I try not to nitpick a lot, but like there's standards and then there's a lot of freedom within that. For example, there's a lot of parents that'll be like I let the kids run as long as I can see them, then they're fine.
Hmm.
If you can't see me, I can't see you. If I can see you, you're fine. You know,
Hmm.
run. I don't care how far you go.
I think it's also controlled because there's a limit of. I guess that's what you're saying is the boundaries part.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because they're still only 3 and 5, so
Yeah.
like we're not letting them run across the street, even if we can still see them,
Right.
obviously.
But then they understand that like if I say okay, that's too far, they immediately stop and will come back.
Yeah.
Like I've never been the parent to have one of those foolish little leashes that you put on your kids their backpack with the thing around their wrist. Like I that tells me their kid doesn't listen and the parents are okay with them not listening.
Do you think some of those kids maybe have
Sometimes. Yeah, I mean maybe.
some?
But not for an 18-month-old. Like if an 18-month-old if you need to do that then like I mean, but sometimes kids can't be confined to good friends that are like that. Their little one, I mean, just screams because he just does not like to be put in a
In
box,
a box.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
But like that deserves more freedom. Like he should be trusted. Like, okay, like you need to come back. That's as far as we go. Come back this way. Let's go this way, you know? Like there's ways to navigate it
Yeah.
to where you're not
It does make me, not that I'm going to do any studies on it, but it does make me wonder like what led the kid up to that point to do certain things like that. Just in general, I'm not like saying a kid in specific, but like we'll just go around and not listen to directions. I mean, we face it inside the home,
correct.
but what parent doesn't? But I'm saying like in public, like
Are you asking me?
kind. I
Or
mean,
just a
not
thought? Is
really.
a
Yeah,
thought
I'm just
provoking
thought
you?
like, yeah, I don't. What makes a kid want to just like go out in the middle of a street or just wander around away from their parents and not like if a parent's asking them like, "Hey, come back," and just not do it.
Yeah, sometimes
It's a
it
deep
starts at,
question.
it is a deep question. It starts at home, but some kids are just wanderers, like just do. But again, there's other, so like they don't come back because there's no benefit to coming back. Like there's nothing to spark their interest to come back.
Oh, so you have to have cookies on the other end. Got it.
No, they're not Jack Jack.
Oh, they're not dogs. They're biscuit.
Like think about the way that I get Bryant to go and do the next thing. Like he's not going to go unless there's a benefit to him going. So like there's a sense of a reward, whatever it may be. Like it's time for lunch. So like we make him excited about going to eat so that he gets out of the pool.
Yeah, you gotta like lay out the feet.
Right. There's an enticement
Yeah.
to do what we're asking him to do. That's the beginning of starting to like listen is, we also were like, we were never the parents that are like, no, don't do that. No, no, no. Like we never did that.
Yeah, we try not to say that.
So like we gave them other
Actually, we don't say
opportunity.
it.
Yeah, we don't. So instead of like, no, don't do that, like, okay, come here. I need you to play with this instead because that's mom's. Or leave that alone. That's mom's. Please come play with this. So like that starts the learning phase of like listening and following directions. Because if you just say no, they don't know what to do. Well, what am I supposed to do then?
Go figure it out.
Kids are fun. Their brains are fun.
Like I said, I don't want to do the research on that one.
But working with kids with like Down syndrome, and because I had them in my classroom when I was teaching, like so working with them and having to understand it helps with parenting our own kids. Because I did it in my classroom, like they don't want to clean up. Why would I want to stop playing? Or we're gonna get to paint. Do you want to paint?
No, I don't like painting. It's a texture thing.
Really? You don't like painting?
No, you should know this by now. I'm a texture guy.
Yeah, that's true. You don't want me to put paint on your hands?
What do you call it? A sensory thing?
Yes.
What do you say though? You call it a sensor. I don't know, but
aversion. I don't know.
Can you enunciate your words? Because some of the things you sound like you say, like you said neurodivergent earlier. I was like, what happened to his brain?
Wow.
Yeah, or what didn't happen to his brain, I guess. What's been on your brain? What have you been thinking about a lot lately? Because I know that daydreaming about what?
I don't know, moving and life and change and
life is always changing.
Where I want to be, where I want to go.
What'd you want to be when you grew up?
A teacher.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Ever since I was little. Yep.
What happened?
They don't get paid enough.
Oh.
So here I am with no job being a mom.
Getting paid to do anything?
And I just didn't go to college. So that ended quickly when I had to pay for college out of pocket because I got 0 scholarships because my dad made just enough. Just too much.
There was a way around it though. Like if you had to apply for like Bright
Futures?
Well, yeah, then there's like it's based on grades too. It's not just how much you make. And they would cover a percentage of it. But I mean, that's a little too late now.
Yeah, not a big deal. But yeah,
do you want to go back to college?
No.
What would you study if you went back to college?
I don't know. If really?
Just throwing it out there. We're having a couch conversation.
Maybe psychology, the brain.
Okay. That's cool.
Pretty fascinated by it.
Yeah.
And probably do more work with neurodivergence.
Thank you.
That sort of stuff.
Heard the T in there. I would study mass communication if I could go back and right the wrongs of the ship.
What would you do with it?
I tried to get into sports management.
Anything sports related, right?
Yeah. Which, I mean, we haven't talked about it, but there might be a potential for that still. I don't hearing a lot of things about dreams lately and taking risks, and I mean, we're only 33, so it's like
Yeah.
plenty of life to
Still
live.
young.
Yeah. We're forever young. That's what that one song said.
I don't know. I think lately I just have been not like settled. I don't like it.
Welcome to my world.
I know. You felt like this
Holy
for a
shit.
really long time.
My whole life. No, I don't want to. That was aggressive. Sorry. You got me excited.
Your adult life.
Yeah, my adult life never settled, never finished. Which can be healthy and not healthy at the same time. It's kind of like, it's like a full circle in my brain that just happened there. It's because I mentioned like I asked what you've been thinking about, and what I've been thinking about is, which is impossible. No, I almost did. I caught myself, but it is virtually impossible. And the one thing that I've been thinking about is, it's come up in a couple of podcasts and shows and stuff that I've been watching about being successful, which is a light term. Like everybody's definition of successful is different. But being successful and wealthy, when I'll just call it what it is, with money versus being a present parent or father in my situation. And in a perfect world, I would want both. But I realize lately I lean towards one or the other. And I haven't been able to articulate or activate in one or the other, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm kind of beating around the bush, but does that make sense?
So not being able to do like 50-50, but you're 100-0
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah. Or like 90-10.
Mm-hmm.
Mental ping pong I've been playing for the past few days.
Well, I'm glad you're finally talking about it.
Yep, and that's all I got. So
That's
I don't know. I don't know. It's so weird because like everybody says like we're great parents, and like my whole life I've been preaching that I'm gonna be involved in my kids' lives.
Determined, yeah.
And this may sound bad, but I feel like I'm not satisfied, and it has nothing to do with the kids. It's about like where we're at in our lives.
Because you want to be home more, I'm assuming.
Not only that, I want to do more. I don't think it has anything to do with being at home. Like I want to be able to do more and be more adventurous.
Okay.
And not be I guess, locked down.
Yeah. You hanging out with the kids is at home. And you don't like that.
I mean, to a degree. I think it's just like more opportunity, like having more opportunities to be able to go do things, and whether it's on my own, business wise, or as a family, like it's a full spectrum kind of thing. I don't know if any of that is really making sense, and if I'm actually saying what I'm trying to say. But
No, I mean I get it. I hope they get it. That's interesting.
What's interesting?
Just you feeling that way.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, because like even people on the, because I was listening, so I didn't finish my full thoughts. So I was listening to another podcast, and he was basically saying like how he's wealthy, he's got a growing business and everything like that. But he's saying like he wishes he was more present with his kids. So it's like, it just kind of like, I'm in a position where people wish they were in, and they're in a position I wish I was in. It's just a weird way of thinking in a weird world we live in, I guess, based on society standards. Not that I'm trying to follow that, but like, I have a vision of how I want to live, and I'm not there yet. Like I said, I'm never satisfied, and I'm not there yet.
Yeah. It's interesting too, because I feel like our visions are very similar. Even just you talking about it. They're very similar, but I don't know that we've like really talked about it a lot.
In what way are they similar? What do you mean? Do you feel like the same? Like
Yeah.
you're home too much?
Yeah. But I don't really want to go out with all three kids by myself. Like You know, like I want to be able to just go somewhere.
So I feel like you're talking physically,
Okay.
and I'm talking mentally.
Huh.
Because I will not work on stuff on the computer to hang out with the kids, if that makes sense. Versus if you were talking about being at home physically with the kids versus taking them out somewhere.
Going on adventure. Yeah. Adventurous stuff. That's interesting. Well, then,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to go from here right now. It feels like it just got really awkward and tense and
so
so buttons.
who cares? I feel like these are conversations people don't ever have. Why do you feel like you're always going to put people to sleep? I feel like you like.
I'll put you to sleep, woman.
Oh my god.
Keep talking to me like
You like
that.
have to make people laugh, or it's like not a good episode. That's the vibe I get. You would
I
never
know, because
say
it
that,
gets
but
awkward. Silent. I don't know. I don't like awkward stuff.
how was it awkward? The silence. He doesn't like the silence.
No, I don't.
Awkward silence.
Anyway,
I don't know. I could tell the past couple of days that you've been not off, but in your head.
yeah, I didn't have to work since Wednesday, and I had to go back today.
No, that's not it at all. I don't know. Sometimes you go through phases. Like I can just tell when you're thinking a lot. And I've learned nowadays to not pry. I think I asked today more than any day lately.
You
Like, are
asked.
you
I didn't.
okay?
I
And do you
didn't
want
hear
to
you.
talk about anything?
Well, yeah, because we had it record and we didn't know what to talk about. So
No.
part of this producing thing that I have to work on is we have to schedule what we're going to talk about to make this more engaging instead of just winging it all the time. Because everybody's probably turned it off by now. I've checked the algorithm and
Okay.
the retention rate. We have to improve our retention rate.
How are we going to do that?
I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. This producing stuff's a piece of work. I'll tell you. Yep, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I don't know when this is coming out. It's going to be this week, whenever this week is. We hope you listened, you watched. Again, don't forget to subscribe, comment anything you want us to talk about, or just say, hey, we see you. Thanks again. We love you all. We appreciate you all continuing to ride with us. We are working on a couple things, kind of brainstorming on obviously how to make this better in a serious fashion. More passion, I don't know what the hell is going on in my
and
brain.
other avenues too. I mean, I am at least.
Yeah.
Other things too.
So it should be. Stay tuned. Always trying to find a way to make this better, more engaging, more fun, more friendly, more apropos to all of you people out there. All right. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.